Is that better, Jason? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Jason? Jason, you there? Jason, Jace, there. Jace, are you there, Jace? Jace, there? Are you there, Jace? Hello, Jace?
Down, boy. Oh my goodness. Well, good morning, everybody.
Oh, hang on. Oh, that's what's going on. Hang on a second.
There, now I hear the sound.
Jason's laughing, Shannon. He's not laughing at me.
Anything? Say something, someone.
Wilmer says no audio. John, Grandpa Rail says no audio. Heavy J says better. Jason's just rolling on the floor. Igor hears you now.
So we all
Joelle
good?
says she's blowing out her eardrums. And Bill says he loves the steampunk hat. Oh.
Yeah, well, see, yeah.
Yeah.
You really love it on that picture right there, so.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got
all
audio.
full measure.
Okay, so we've got audio. We're all here. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna assume that we do because everyone says got it. All right. Now.
Poor bastards.
Yeah, that wasn't the
I
last
can
time.
hear us now.
For today's show, I can't remember what topic we were going to pick today, so
I couldn't remember either.
So what we're going to do is everyone who's in chat right now, I'm going to give you the next 2 minutes to I'll give you 2 minutes to pick a topic, vote on the topic amongst yourselves, and then we'll discuss that topic today. Go.
Let's see. DC versus DCC. Are we going to do that again?
Well, that's what my original plan was, but I had a few people say like, nah, let's change it up a little bit. So.
Yeah, they wanted to change it. But I don't remember what we changed it to.
And what did we change it to?
Thank
Wasn't
you,
it
everybody
something
that likes the hat. 20
Wasn't
bucks
it something
on
with
eBay.
scenery?
Scenery?
I don't know. I think it was something with scenery.
There could be scenery. We could do scenery.
I don't remember.
Neither do I.
That was a week ago.
Heath wants to talk about my hair.
Leslie, no, that's just how old I am. I bought this new.
White train guys wear suspenders.
Got have more suspenders in a long time. Oh, was it?
NCE versus Diggy Crap.
See, now I like my ditch tracks. So far, anyway.
That's a long 2 minutes.
Shannon's taking a nap. Different types of hats my railroaders wear. There you go. Steve's got his Raiders of the Lost Ark hat on.
That's right.
And I've got
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I've got one of those. Is that felt, Steve?
And I've got your SA hat on.
You look like a DJ or a Japanese fighter pilot or something. What's going on here?
Kamikaze pilot.
Yeah.
If you want me to look like a kamikaze pilot, I'll go get my dust mask.
Get your goggles on.
Yes, Leslie. So far I've just got a whole lot of people saying, let's talk about this, let's talk about that, let's talk about this, let's talk about that. It's all good that everyone's like, oh, let's talk about this, but we need you guys to vote amongst yourselves what you all want to talk about as a community.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
So far I've got food,
That's not.
scratch builds, ground cover, my hair, NC versus digit tracks, different types
I've
of
seen a
hats.
couple on the systems.
Yeah, Leslie. What Shannon's running is the one that he screwed up.
Then he got it back together though. That's saying something.
He did. Shannon's got skills.
Train food. That's good, John. I like that. Train food.
Santa Fe Super Chief had the best.
They had cantaloupes. That's all I remember.
Yep. Crazy Joe keeps saying scratch builds.
Okay, so pick something.
I ain't picking crap. I am not in the mental capacity to pick a subject.
Oh.
Give us a lesson on soldering, Shannon.
A lesson on soldering? Oh my god. No,
Yes.
no. Don't make me think today, please.
Yes, lesson on soldering.
No.
Soldering in heat sinks.
What does a train eat?
Yeah.
Coal.
Okay, well, the only thing that I see there that, you know, to talk about is Joel is talking about scratch building and kit bashing.
Hey, Shannon, you know why engineers can't get electrocuted?
Why is that?
Because they're not a conductor.
God. You'd have gone along great with my dad.
So are we happy with that? Scratch builds and kit bashing? Actually, no, we've spoken about that before, haven't we?
I don't know.
Yeah, because the only thing I'd get kit bats was at Wharf. So yeah, we have done it.
Actually, you know what?
It's been a while though.
Actually, you know what? First one to jump in on whereby onto the panel, we're going to interview you. Go.
Hey, there's a good idea. Let's do an interview.
I'm going to have
Train excursions.
I'm going to have my finger on the lock button, so as soon as someone comes in, I'm going to lock the room and no one else can get in.
Hey, Roy, I didn't see you pop in. There you are.
Oh, is Roy here? Hey, Roy.
Where is Roy?
Yeah, Shannon should have. Yeah, he said Shannon should have worn that kamikaze hat last time.
Yeah.
Oh, if only you guys knew the week I had. If you joined the show last night, you would know.
Oh boy, yeah. Your life has gone kind of sideways.
Sideways. I was the golf ball, and someone was trying to go for a hole in one.
Easy now. We don't want too much information.
Hey, Wilmer, why don't you get on?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to make sure I don't talk about it too much on. Oh.
Some.
Sideways. I was the golf ball, and someone was trying to.
Hey, Joel.
Okay, room's locked. You all missed out. We're going to interview Joel today. What's going on? Joel's getting something.
Pools.
No, that's a good
idea. Is that a bird in your lap, or are you just happy to see me?
So we're going to talk about tools, eh?
For what?
We're talking about tools. So
well,
what you said?
That's what
you need a scratch build with. You need your little scratch build. 1, a ruler. 2, a square.
Yes. Gotta have a square.
Yeah. Which I'm square, so it's okay.
I do mine like Michael McCarville. I take mine down to my building board, so then I can just slide stuff into the corner.
Yeah.
It works pretty well.
It does work.
Because otherwise it just gets in the way. It's always laying on top of whatever else I need.
Have to keep the bangs out of the face.
What kind of bird is that, Joel?
She's a sun conure.
Oh, okay.
I had a cockatoo once. I hated that thing. Oh God, that was the noisiest bird in the world.
This is my turkey. She'll lay on her back. But I have raised her from a baby, so.
Yeah. Well, that's always better.
Yeah. I don't know. For others, no. Me,
Wow.
she is. I have him a call also, but we don't like other people. He's real, like, he'll tell you, I'll bite you. And he ain't bluffing. I've told him, like, he ain't bluffing. He don't like nobody. He loves me, but that's it.
Yeah.
I take that back. My friend Jim was an old biker. He loves Jim. I think it's because Jim just walked up, started petting him. He's like, well, hell, this guy ain't afraid of me. And he loves, Jim wears big rings and stuff on his hands, so he loves those rings. That's him in the corner by the mop. We're not talking birds, we're talking trains, so I'll be good. I'll hide the birds.
Hey, Joel, Leslie Gilpin wants to know if all your buildings get scratch built from wood.
Yep. I use a little plastic sometimes, but it's mainly wood.
Yeah, I like wood the best.
Well, you got room to work with. You know what you the paint sticks, you can weather it good. I like the look of wood.
What kind of glue do you use?
I use well-bond and Elmer's.
Okay.
Mainly
Yeah, well-bond is good.
I use Elmer's mainly when I do bigger stuff. But well-bond does, it dries super clear when you got to do something fast. It dries faster.
Yeah.
So it's got.
Yes, it does. It does dry a lot quicker than regular wood glue.
Yeah.
Or regular Elmer's.
Yeah.
No, the wood glue, Elmer's wood glue is not too bad, or Tight Bond.
Yeah, no, it's good too.
Yeah, those dry pretty well too, pretty quick.
I'll mix paint with my glue when I'm doing stuff, so it has that color. But you can't paint over glue. That's the one thing I've learned. It's like paint don't stick to you very well. So if I do a certain color, all I have to paint to the glue. So those areas where you can't, I ain't got to worry about painting later.
Okay. Well, does that still hold well?
Oh yeah.
I've never tried that. I might try that.
Like my ceiling, all it is painting the tray ground up and wood glue and paint mixed together. I do that because you can't get paint those little crevices and little tight areas. So when you mix the paint in, it's already got the brown in it. So all you have to do is do your dirt cover and like highlight paints. Saves you a lot of time. I will admit, Elmer's, I know people use the sculpting mold. I don't use it because my layout's always moving. The sculpting mold has plaster Paris in it. And if you twist it too much of a crack, when the Elmer's glue for the scenery don't crack, it'll flex a little bit, it'll bend a little bit, and it's lighter. Because that the water evaporates out of it, it's real light and flexible. That's the main reason I use it, because I like sculpting mold because you can do a section and be done. But I will go to moving layout, which I try to keep it as light as possible. That way they 5 minutes and it just takes me and a friend. We just go in the back of my truck.
Well, I know wood glue, if it's done right, the joint won't break.
Yeah.
If you do anything,
Yeah,
you'll break the
guess
wood.
what?
You won't break the joint.
You break the wood before it does the
Yeah.
bar.
I use a lot of CA, but it's usually on stuff I've stained pre-stained.
Yeah, I need a
And so I use
lubricator to
CA,
fix up
but I have to be
the
real careful with it,
motor.
because if you get it on the outside, it will be a
because
glossy
that's how fast
finish.
it goes at half speed.
You
Even if
can't
you spray over it
I'll
with
get back
duct
there.
tape,
I'll show you something that looks good. Yeah, that problem. I use this stuff. It ain't paint. It's like pastels and all work. But it works great because it goes real thin on layers, and you can paint on top of it like the past up. It's full drawing stuff. I use it for all my trains when I paint them. You can put the work and the paint sticks too good. And it ain't like paint that's real. I'm sorry. But it works real good to keep, so you can add more details on top of what you got done already. And it's super thin. It ain't like paint where it's sticking. You get too many layers of gold, it doesn't. It's a real nice matte finish.
I'm not used to that.
Hey, Jason, just want to interrupt. My fingers aren't working this morning, and I wanted to thank Jason for the channel shout-out on this channel. I'm trying to tap it in, and it ain't working. So, anyway, thank you, Jason.
So Joel, what are you working on right now?
My balloon, I'm trying to get it done. I got it mostly done. It's weathered. I think guys are sick of seeing it. I show it to you.
He's got a question for you, Joel. Growing up on a farm, can you drive a swath or whatever the heck that is?
Yeah. I grew up on a farm. I know what a swather is. But I got the windows in the weathering added. I gotta put the handrails on it still, but it just takes a little while. It's got full interior.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Don't get me wrong. I just scratch real because I enjoy it. It goes with my art, so I love building it. I grew up with clay and three-dimensional art a long time, and I didn't realize AllyChat does modern art. I like to believe when you look at it, you know what it is, you don't have to guess.
Yeah.
And that's where my railroad is. I know my last fantasy thing, but it still looks like a railroad. It ain't something like, well, what is it? You know, and I like seeing other people work. I always heard that before, but it's true. I enjoy looking at your guys' work and how you do things. And I'm not afraid to ask them, well, how did you do that? Or, like right now, I want to make a spiral. I want to make a little train station for my top track and have a spiral staircase going up to or down to the lower level. And I had no idea how to build a spiral staircase. So I was thinking maybe dowel rod and take the stairs and make it work. I mean,
yeah, the handrail would be the toughest, but probably the easiest to make the handrail would be a piece of brass wire.
I could take some wood and boil it in water and
or take some brass wire and curve it. It'll stay.
Do that too.
Yeah. The steps should be pretty easy because you just make some pie shapes, make a bunch of them the same, and then you can just face them on your dowel rod. Yeah.
Right. That's for that way it keeps it straight and keeps it simple and just spiral them up and.
Well, you're doing.
Hey, Joel,
yeah.
Is a swather what you kill flies with?
That's a fly swather.
Fly swather? Yeah. Okay, then I know what it is.
It's a cut lane form of it. It's kind of like a weird. It looks like a around here they have like weird combine. They don't have a cutter on this tab. It picks up the weed and stuff on the ground.
So it's a giant leaf rake.
There's several types. You got the kind that goes through. It looks like a giant lawnmower. It has these teeth that go back and forth and cuts down the stubble. I haven't done that in years. Growing up on the farm, I was not a farm kid. I was more into the hot rods and driving the truck. So that's what my dad did. He put me on the wheel of the truck, and that's where I've been. Me and my brother just grew up driving trucks. We were driving, we could have licenses.
Joel, I didn't hear your answer a while ago. You read an O scale, right? Narrow
Yeah,
gauge O scale.
it's O scale, but it's on HO track.
Okay, so ON3, ON30.
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 I got in it because my friends bought me one. They're all ON30. They're like, and I was doing G gauge and I couldn't run my, because after my legs got amputated, it was hard for me to set up a big train. So I sold it and they got me an O. I didn't like it. And I was wrong. I love it. It's because it's big, but I can set it on a tight layout because it does just like real narrow gauge. You can go through darn near anything. It, the curves and I like it. It's a little bit bigger than HO, so it's a little easier to make the buildings and stuff to work. Or you have to get the little details in. I like it. I grew up being an artist. My mom was an artist, and she always told me, you got to make it believable. You got to find the little differences and stuff like that. It makes a big difference, I think. I know some guys don't weather, and that's their right. I love weather. I love to look at an old layout that's been worked hard. And like Steve, you see his background. It looks so good. It's like got his little mountains, and it's got life to it. I think life makes them so more believable. They got like, they don't have to have moving stuff, but when the train's moving, the train's weathered or just looks good. He's got his trees and stuff, and I know mine's a small loop. It's got a, but I'll show you this. I don't think you've seen it. I gotta catch some of this stuff. I just looked at a picture on YouTube, or not YouTube, Google, to make this. And I made the basic version I handmade all of it. It's actual wood. I made the wheels. So I use HO scale wheels. You just put them up the back so they ride on the track. So it actually works.
Huh. Looks good.
And you gotta pitch them so they don't want to jump off the track.
Yeah.
Even it ain't as thick as the top part. You don't see it, it's in the train, but it works good.
Well, that's the most important thing, that it operates.
Yes.
If you're going to put it on the layout, it has to operate.
Yeah. And I've had people, well, where'd you get that? And I don't want, I will share my plans with anybody because my feeling, I draw it up before I build it. I'll make like blueprints and sketches, and I think it helps in finding a layout. Is, you don't have to be an artist, but you find pictures to give you ideas for references and stuff. Because in a modern world where you can find every picture you want on the internet. I'm sorry, I'm going to be quiet for a bit. She's screaming. I start talking, she starts talking. We're screaming.
Sounds like a kid.
That's what I tell people. You just adopted a 3-year-old that's going to outlive you.
Yep. Yeah, I've got a dog that if I talk to my wife's dog, my dog starts getting mad at me and starts barking at me. Yeah.
Well,
I'm very jealous.
Yeah, she is. She don't like my other pair. She'll attack and go, what's funny? Like I motion sensor on my camera when I'm not here, just in case something happens. But when I'm not here, oh, she loves him. She'll be on the stage talking to him. I'm here. She tries to get the poor boy. It's like, really? Benedict Arnold. I love sharing my work with others. I mean, I need to start making some live chats, I guess. I don't know if anybody would be interested in what I do. I need to start showing my builds. That'd be something. I'm slow. I'm not always good at build things in a day. It takes me a good week to 2 weeks to build something. Because I start from flat pieces of wood and that's it for now. Like with the saloon, I got to cut up a bunch of construction paper to make the top shingles. And I'll take my pastel stuff to make it look weathered and gotta lay each strip at a time. But a lot of guys know how to do that. But I just figured a lot of people don't know stuff, and I think like kids, we need to get kids more into stuff like this because it makes their mind work more instead of a computer doing everything for them. Mm-hmm. I love the 3D printer, but if 3D printer can do some things I can do.
Yeah.
I think it helps them get evolved into a better person because they understand it took time to build it, so you don't want to destroy it, you don't want to hurt it. If you got kids nowadays, they'll break anything. They'll get a new toy and smash. I had a nephew like that. He get a new toy, just smash. I'm like, and your dad just paid $100 for that thing. You just destroyed it. You know, it's like, man, make him build something. They don't understand the value, more value of stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's some skill and some discipline involved in that too.
Yeah, right.
You know, so it does teach you a lot of things.
Yeah, and the skills learned. I had the benefit. I have artists trade in me. But I still had to learn a lot of stuff. And I had a grandpa that he built windmills and all kinds of. He was ahead of his time. He built things that he was, that'll never. I wish he was alive because we have all these big windmills going up around Kansas, and he's always going to go with a picture. And he's right. You already see him all around, and I'm that one, but my grandpa showed me how to weld and to build, and he said, look at all sides of the object before you just see it. Because we live in a three-dimensional world. It ain't just one side. You got fronts, back, sides, left, tops, bottoms.
Steve. Steve 87 wants to know how do you keep the wood from warping while you paint it?
Very thin. I don't use water. I use water based, but I do the paint like a dry brush style. And if I do it wet, I take stuff like this or metal blocks I just put on to keep it so when it dries it doesn't work. And on my saloon, it's all got braces on the walls and stuff, so it doesn't work. Or if it does, it does just a little bit. You put the bracing on it. Like this has bracings on all the walls.
Yeah, I use bracing on the inside of the walls, but then I don't do, or haven't yet done the interiors. Well, my daughter built one that for my layout that's a actual butcher shop, and we found out, she did some research and found out my great grandfather was a butcher up in Osage, Kansas, back in the 1880s.
That's cool.
And so I found this butcher shop on eBay and bought it and gave it to her for Christmas to build. And she's got it pretty much done. I don't have it on the layout yet, but she's got it pretty much done. She did full interior on it.
See, that's what I love seeing things that are family related. I wanted to build a blacksmith shop because my great uncle, my grandma's brother, was a blacksmith, and he taught me a lot of stuff. That's why I think family's important. They teach you things. I live in a modern age where people don't even know where the kids are. It's like, where's your kid? I don't know. It's like, really? And I think family is very important.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's what, but when your daughter gets that done, I'd love to see some work. I'd like to see how it turned out. I mean, if you could.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it on one of my updates down the road.
Yeah.
But she's not quite finished with it. She worked on it real hard for a couple of months, and then she hadn't really done anything to it. I put it in the box, and it's up there and all the other stuff waiting to be put on the layout. But yeah, she does need to finish it up. But we got she found newspaper clippings in my great grandfather's store and stuff, so we're gonna put that on there and you know, type and stuff. So it's kind of cool to do that.
See, that's cool that you have that stuff. You have the pictures, and my mom has lots of my family, you know, my ancestors' pictures, and it helps a lot, you know, understanding where you're from, and I just feel it brings a closeness. Because when I was growing up, I was born in Denver, and I didn't know my family was from Oklahoma. But then my mom and my dad separated when I was little, and my dad wasn't a good man. I'm going to say that. But we moved back to Kansas where my grandma and grandpa, my grandma has a sudden draw bad. But that's kind of where I get it. And I'm like, well, I sound like a redneck, so deal with it.
Yeah. So what part of Kansas are you in?
I'm in Southwest. I'm in Garden City.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not too far apart then.
Yeah, because I'm like 45 minutes from Dodge, which I love going up to see because Dodge City still has a working turntable they use on the railroad. Don't have a roundhouse, they have a turntable. And it's still used. I see them use it once in a while.
Huh. I didn't know they had one up there.
Yep. Go on the back road, like when you go into Wichita from Dodge, and you'll see it there on the side. It's kind of back there, but not, you can see it. And they keep it upgraded. It looks nice. It ain't an old-timey turntable. It's modern.
Sure.
But it looks good. I'm just like, I like sharing stuff like that. If people travel, you know, a lot of people come to Kansas because it's kind of in the middle of everything. So you got to go through there to get here.
Yeah, but Dodge City's kind of off the beaten path of the center of Kansas.
Everybody's freaking on I-70. But
yeah.
You're in Kansas City, then?
I'm sorry?
You're in Kansas City?
No, I had aunts and uncles that lived in Kansas City. I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay. I know where that's where my family's from.
Yeah.
Cooks.
Yeah, we're not very far apart.
Yeah, Dan Cook was my great uncle. We were pretty close. He liked because I'd make this crazy stuff, and he's like, man, you don't need nothing to look at, just make stuff. I'm like, oh, I see it, I'm gonna make it. And I'm still that way. I love making things. That's why I think it's part of the hobby. Not everybody do exactly what I do, but they do. I mean, I see beautiful lamps that are scratch built, and I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Like in scale, I still have an in scale layout. It's just a 2x2, but I love in scale because you can do so much in a small space. It isn't bad to get a tractor.
Hey Roy, it's Tulsa to Garden City. Yeah, I don't know that it's a full 5 hours because it's 5 hours from here, 5.5 hours from me to Guyman. So it's probably only about 4.5, I'd say, to Garden City. Yeah. And Heavy J lives in Enid, so he's even closer to you than I am.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, Heavy J, that you live in Enid, dude. I've got another good friend that lives in Enid that I used to fly airplanes with.
Oh, that's cool. Radio control planes?
Radio control, yeah, that's what I was doing before I got back into trains. Yeah, he was stationed up there, and when he got out of the service, he decided to stay there. So he's been there a long time.
Yeah. I like RC planes. The sad part is you reckon they're done.
Oh yeah. Well, it just gave me another reason to build another one.
Yeah, my uncle's that way.
Because I built all my airplanes. I didn't buy them.
My uncle does that. He scratch boards.
Yeah.
He'll buy the blueprints for them, but he cuts the plywood out and stuff. He's been learning. He buys, like, he does use a 3D printer. He'll make like not the ribs, but the round parts that make the body, the shape of it. He prints 3D. He says they don't break as easy, and when he puts it back together, he can salvage a lot of those pieces. But I'm fascinated with anything small. I love small layouts. I mean, not size, but the scale. That's why I got into N-scale, because I just love little trains. And then I got it. My mom's like, "We're gonna make scenery for it." And she's the one that taught me how to make all this stuff. Like I said, when she don't do much anymore. She's older and retired. She doesn't, but she's really got me into hand making. Just make it look realistic. And she made it because she gave me the thing when I was a kid. My dad bought me this. My biological dad bought me for my birthday. Bought me a tunnel kit and things like. It looked so cheesy. I'm like, God.
Hey, Joel, Wilbur wants to know if you've ever worked with styrene.
Yeah, I love styrene. Yep. In fact, I've been doing some of that right now because I can make little details and get heat gun and little model glue. I don't use model glue. I use PVC glue because it's real thin, but it dries fast.
Yeah.
It doesn't leave a thick layer on there like model glue.
The one I've been using for styrene is, and I can't remember the name of the glue. It's from Micromark. It's a plastic glue, and it's very, very thin. In fact, I used to build the microengineering bridge that I just finished. I had to buy the glass applicator, the glass tube applicator, because
that's what I use. I do the same thing because you can't. Yeah, you know your stuff.
Yeah, you can't get it on there neatly with anything else for sure. It gets all over everything. Yeah, Roy, I feel exactly the same thing for heavy. Yep. Oh, I've used that. I used to be a plumber, so I've used a lot of that. That's why I can't smell anything anymore.
Yeah. I gotta be careful with this. When I use that, I do it outside because of my birds.
Well, not only that, but it's highly flammable, so it'll sink to the floor.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, if you got any kind of flame out and you're using very much of it, you got to be real careful.
Yeah. Oh, I use very little, but the price of it, I mean, I can't go wrong with buying it because it's cheaper than buying certain other glues. And I like to get things out. And it's one of the few glues that you can paint over once you're done with it. At least.
Yeah.
But I love hearing other people's ideas on how they do stuff and watching it. I watch a lot of you guys' videos on your trains, and it's like Steve's layout. I like it so much. I love Shannon's too.
Thank you, Joel. It's got its problems, trust me.
They're never done. You always have to fix something. I just had to fix the bridge on this. Somehow it shifted and the glue all broke up. I'm like, oh man. So I had to literally go in, not clamp it, take my finger hole down, drill holes, like put little nails and tack it down because Elmo's glue don't stick to track very well. But once I got the tacks in, I glued the tacks in. They're little nails, but once I glued them in, it won't pull up no more. And I figured that's the way to do it. Because like I said, my layout's movable, so I can't. It will get picked up and twisted, and you can't help it. I try not to as little as possible, but things happen. But yeah, the frame there you can see is wood, but the bottom part is just cross members I put in and then put paint on it so that way it keeps it real light. I like paint style because you can carve and shape it and get what you want and it stays light. And instead of making the frame solid, I just made it cross sections. And actually, it's just as light, but the frame's stiff. It don't flex or nothing. I think it is because I crossed it. And that's stuff I do. But I'm gonna commit a sin here. I'm gonna bring down. I usually don't take this off the layout, but I will.
Well, Heavy said something about not being able to model hills because he lives in Enid. And yeah, it's tabletop flat there, but Heavy, you're a lot closer to the mountains than I am, man. Go west, young man, and see the mountains.
Yep. I live in the mountains. You're
Yeah.
trying to lock it in.
Although the last time we went out this summer to Jackson Hole in Wyoming and Yellowstone, and we drove through Enid, and they put up windmills out there just east of town.
Yep.
But I don't know, they put those things up pretty quick because last time I was out there before that, they weren't there. And now the whole east side of Enid is just full of windmills.
This thing here is all hand built. I know you guys can see in the background, but I figured I'd get
Oh, that's cool.
It actually, the train got nothing the way it hit the blades. It's got a gear reduced motor, so still the fan doesn't go fast.
Oh, and it actually works. I love that.
It actually has a little motor in here that and the motor's cheap. I buy them on eBay, not very much, but they're gear reduced. And the reason I bought it is I bought some from a train company. They were plastic and they was wore out, but this one, the gears are all metal. And I just use one AAA battery, and it'll run for days. When I go to train shows, I've never had a battery die from running all day.
Yeah.
I used to pull the battery, but I finally broke down and bought a toggle switch. Saves me a little time taking it down. You just turn the toggle switch and push toggle on. And this is actually, it started life as a tube. And the rocks on the bottom are pink styrene cut. Each brick was hand-laid. I had to cut them and lay them. And I wanted them uneven. I wanted them like, they weren't made in a mass-produced. They were actually made in at the area it was being built. And this is all paper. That's pink styrene. This is all my paper mache and glue that I talked about. And when I do it, I take my tools and I lift up so it gets that wrinkly look, and I let it settle. I'll pat it back down so it's got that old texture look like old buildings have and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is made out of tissue paper and wood.
Yeah.
And you glue it down, then you mist it with water and hold it over the stove, not close, just so the heat dries. And once it dries, it makes it tight. I learned that from Uncle who makes planes. He said, "Yeah, I'll tighten it up good." It does. It holds that shape. And it was a fun little build. It's fancy. I know they don't have windmills like that in Kansas, but hey, we're Oklahoma. My land's big in Oklahoma.
It reminds me, it's not exactly like the ones I saw in Greece, but looks a lot like the ones on some of the Greek islands.
Yeah.
Mykonos has the windmills, that pretty iconic picture of the white windmills sitting on the shore.
Yeah.
But that kind of reminds me, because the building part of it looks a lot like those.
Yeah. Well, I'm an anime person. I saw it growing up. I got the movie even, Warriors of the Wind, and I liked that their world was powered by windmills. And they had a castle with all these, and they had tons of it. And that's how I get the shape of the blades from that show, because most windmills are flat. This one's got the curved ends. I got that from the show.
Yeah.
But I said there's no plans for it. I just said I want one, so I built one. I do have the paper jigs, so I can make more if I ever want to. Or I said if somebody else is interested, I can send them Xerox a copy and send it to them. So I said I might as well. It's mine. It's like it's the world. You share it with everyone. It's kind of like artists. I do a lot of bike artists. They don't want to share their airbrushing skills. But when you die, who's going to know how to do this stuff? You got to teach somebody.
Yeah.
And the world's a big place. It's like it's hard to say, "Oh, I created." Man, you can't create. Everything's been done created. You can't create nothing that hasn't been created. You might be able to change it around, but you can't be that's how the world is now. I'm gonna put this way before I break it.
Well, Shannon, are you there? I don't know if Shannon's there or not.
I don't know if he is or not.
Well, it looks like we're at an hour or so.
Yeah. Oh, we've got about 10 minutes, so I guess what I'll do is a couple of updates. And let me change camera. Let me minimize this.
Thanks for letting me.
Fell asleep. Nah. Let me get out of the way. So a couple of updates. Yeah, Heath is asking for it. Heath is just asking for it. So a couple of updates. So for the moment, back on track is going to be a little touch and go at the moment with everything that's going on. I am trying to organise with Ali to run the show. So we will try and get that organised at some point. Travelling boxcar, as far as I know, both of them should be at their destination right now. I'm just waiting for an update from the receivers. Otherwise, everyone can bug Steve in regards to the keychains. Steve's just sitting there quietly.
Please do.
Not
a lot of them.
Is there anything else I'm forgetting?
I'm here. No, I got plenty left.
No, I've still got stuff on Teespring. It's all been fixed.
Yeah. All right. That being the case, because we do have a few minutes left, everyone in chat, if you want to, promote your channel, let us know how many subscribers you have, and whatnot. Please feel free to do so. Steve, do you want to answer Jason's question?
Yeah, that's 1.5" scale rail. So that scale would be 1.5" to the foot, and that's standard steel rail. Oh wait, you got the aluminum one, so that's the same size. It's just made out of aluminum.
Aluminium.
How much of that?
Oh, the gauge. That 1.5", but it's 7.5" gauge. That's the question. Okay.
But how much aluminum rail do they actually have laid up there?
Quite a bit, but they've got more steel. I would say probably they've got 75% steel and 25% aluminum. And what was interesting was up on the mountain with the fire, the aluminum rail melted.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It melted.
Just looking at the chat, Heath did just remind me of something. Everyone who follows Sidetrack Sundays, the contest entries close tonight. So if you want to get into the drawing to win one of the Sidetrack Sunday boxcars, enter into it now before tonight. Heath, can you let us know exactly on the time? Is it like midnight or what's the day?
Aluminum, yep.
I'm watching all these people talking about aluminium burning, and all it's reminding me of is thermite and how to make it. Okay, there we go. So the entry's
Sidetrack
closed.
Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, that's the time that the drawings close. So get your enter into the contest before then. I said that finishes tonight. I know at about 10, 11, I think it's 12 p.m. Eastern. I'm pretty sure Cousin Vinny's going to be on like always. I'm not sure if Brian or Mike are in here, but I do know they're doing some sort of late night show, which I think might be tonight, if I'm not wrong. Grandpa Rails has a contest. He's at 593 subscribers. Contest at 1,000.
Also, give us a topic for next week too.
Yeah. Jason says he has a contest going up as well for when he hits 300 subs. And Jason also says that people that have entered so far, only 9 people have gotten it right. Now, Jason, can you let me know if I am one of those people that have got it right or not, or are you just not going to tell me?
Don't tell him.
Don't listen to Claude.
He's got enough trains. He doesn't need any more.
Using those bad words put together. And I guess the last thing is let us know what you want to talk about next week. So far the way we've been doing things has been working pretty good. So just let us know what topic you want to talk about next week. And Jason, what do you mean I should know better? Shush. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what.
Scenery. We're going to talk about scenery next week.
Okay, Grandpa Rails.
John got it.
Anything specific?
We'll let them drive the show
Anything
next week.
specific about scenery or just scenery in general?
We don't. Yeah, just scenery in general. We could do that for a couple of weeks, probably.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
All right, so scenery for next week. Now I was saying something and I've forgotten now. Oh, also guys, keep your eyes out. Back on track. Cross-anchored railroads and sidetrack Sundays. We are in the middle of trying to organise a little games night for all of you guys to watch, for all of you guys to have a laugh at us and see us be stupid.
So why would it be different than any other time?
Yeah, exactly.
Because alcohol might be involved.
Well, that means they'll do it more.
Roy,
Roy, he does.
20 foot, more like 40 foot. Yeah.
Well, Jason and Heavy J want to do about trees.
Well, that's scenery.
I can help.
Yeah.
Water, scenery, trees, all that stuff goes in scenery. Just keep it.
Yeah.
That'd be good. It could just go on from week to week.
Oh hell
yeah.
We can do several weeks.
You can float scenery around a while.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of stuff there.
Exactly.
I do interesting trees.
My wife just said she's leaving me.
Oh, Brenda, don't do that.
She can't hear you. She just walked out the door.
Oh man.
Yep.
She's
Oh, that's the other thing.
She just had her purse, so I doubt she's going anywhere far.
That's the other thing. If any of you guys haven't seen, I have done a couple of unboxing videos. One on this channel, one on my channel. I am going to be doing
They're
another.
long.
I am going to be doing another unboxing hopefully this week because the missing parcel has finally come back into an existence.
Oh,
So
It's about time.
yeah, actually, you know what's the funny thing, Steve?
What?
They decided to send it over to the other side of the country.
go figure.
Nobody lives over there.
Ali lives over there.
Oh. I thought that was the Australian outback, out in the middle of the dingoes and
That's right.
wallabies.
No, you're talking about the center.
Less humans, the better.
All right. Anyway, thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time. We'll talk about scenery next week. Otherwise, thanks again, Joel. Thank you, Claude. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Joel. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Joel.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Shannon. We'll see you guys later.
Yep. See you guys later.
You everybody take care.
Take care.
You. Bye, everybody.
Have a nice week.